Hi, everyone. I'm Tema Smith. A little bit about me. I am the Director of Community Engagement at Holy Blossom Temple, but what I'm presenting today is actually part of a passion project. This isn't part of what I do on the day-to-day, because in all the spare time I have as a Jewish professional, I'm a diversity advocate, trainer, educator, and all of that sort of fun stuff. So this is part of a much bigger project that I've been working on, which is essentially like a day-long training followed up by e-learning, et cetera, et cetera. But I wanted to be able to present just like a quick little thing that you can take home with you to start to think about talking about diversity and inclusion in your organization. So what are we talking about here? What is diversity? So diversity is at the level of individuals, the unique dimensions, qualities, characteristics we all possess. That's our social and cultural identities, as well as the identities that people give to us as one person. So me, Tema, standing here, brings a wealth of social, cultural, personal identities to this stage. What is inclusion? So inclusion is about the group level, right? So we're moving up. So it's about creating a culture that embraces and respects and values difference and has as its core value equity. So equity is really the value that underlies this topic that we're talking about right now. So what is equity? Interestingly, you can't find any stock image for equity other than Scrabble tiles and hands. I already used hands for inclusion, so we got Scrabble tiles. So equity is about your approach. It's about your values. That recognizes that advantage and barriers exist that mean that people start from different places and have different points of access. And it strives to correct those imbalances actively. So some of you were just in the session with Alana Kaufman from the Jews of Color Field Building Initiative. I'm not going to go over this because this is just like cribbed directly from her study. But the most recent research basically says that 12 to 15% of the American Jewish population are people of color. That's the graphic. You can find it. They have a table down the hall. Not going to spend time there. 5 minutes is not enough to go over this. Because I'm Canadian, I do have to mention, we have zero data on Canada. Nothing. Not a single thing. So people, though, are kind of estimating, at least in the large cities, it's probably similar. So this video, I hope, will play. Let's see. Is there volume? I don't think there's volume. OK, that's really sad. OK. Tech guy's fixing this. Amazing. OK. Let's see. Try again? There we go. So listening to Jews of color. So we're going to start with actually listening to Jews of color as an example of the kind of thing.
I've never felt fully welcome in Jewish spaces. I've never felt like I truly belonged. This is common among Black Jews. There is a subset of us that just wish to proceed in the Jewish world unbothered and to continue our Jewish lives as we see fit. Apart from the assumptions and the stereotypes assigned to us, you know, the conversations about conversion, the assumptions that we lack Jewish knowledge, or that we're not Jewish at all. Your soul doors may be open, but if I'm being pushed out in subtle ways from the moment I step into it, it's not welcoming.
So why did we just watch that? Because the first step in anything that we're doing beyond recognizing the principles that underlie the work is listening to Jews of color. This is a real person. His name is Bentley. You can find him writing in the foreword very regularly. The little guy kind of looks like him with smaller hair. And that's his voice, actually. He agreed to record this for me. And really, the first thing that you're going to hear is a diversity of people telling you their stories. So I only have 30 seconds left. So let's go through this really quickly. So what you're going to do with this information is start to do a self-check. So you're going to consider, how has your organization been successful? How does your organization need to improve? And what does this mean to you? And really, that's that beginning point. So I can talk for years about this, and I invite you all to be in touch with me. Thank you for listening. You can find me, my first name, at myfirstandlastname.com, and hopefully you can steal something.